Good morning, Ainsley Briar, Mom Colette, Devin, Tim, Sonia, Ian, Sebastian, Scotty, Liam, Ozzy, and hello, Thusi. It is Sunday, October the 12th, 2025, 10 minutes after 7 o'clock in the morning, Saskatchewan time. Sports, well, first of all, the heart goes out uh, to Austin. Broke his other wrist the other day doing his football. We're thinking of you, big man. Your dad showed me some of your plays previously, some incredible athleticism and just a great read on the sport. And don't be discouraged, my friend. You're an incredible athlete, and usually the amazing ones get injured just a little bit more than the rest of us. Keep at it, don't be discouraged. For professional and semi-professional sports last night, Edmonton was playing, Calgary was playing, and for NHL, can't even remember who won. It was a bit of a blur, because I also took in a movie at the drive-in. What was it called now? Demon Slayer and something Infinity Castle. It was an anime film. Fell asleep through that one. Ainsley and Briar will know. Of course I did. Fell asleep through that one. To my credit, it's 2.25 hours long. But an interesting piece of trivia for you all. Apparently it's now already the highest grossing anime film in theaters of all time or something. So that's pretty neat. Demon Slayer, Infinity Castle. Sports, the Bombers, the Flin Flon Bombers are not playing again. They're 6-2 right now. They're doing okay. They have a couple days off still. They're still on the road for several more games. It's not until November 1st that they're back on home ice. But they're playing next the Tuesday night. They're playing in Nipawin against Nipawin. So that'll be a tough fight for them and something to look forward to. And then the next night, Wednesday, they're also playing again. That's the back-to-back we mentioned a couple days ago. An interesting thing is, while I've been doing my walks and walkabout, it's the same thing as anywhere. I see things just kind of on the ground, and if I think they're useful, I'll pick them up, and if not, if I think it's big enough, it's a piece of garbage, I throw it out. So doing lots of that around here. But I found cutlery yesterday, not in the streets or the sidewalk proper, but off on a hiking trail. I think there might have used to be a house there, because I found some ceramics and other household things. There's talk about a development going in there, so I wanted to check that out for myself before I get an opinion. And yeah, I think it is worth saving and putting more thought into. Maybe we don't just start dropping buildings in this place because the first person shows up and says they want it. So looking forward to just hearing more about that one. But anyways, while I was exploring this area and just kind of getting a feel for it, yeah, I found this old pad, this old spot that clearly it seems like there was maybe a house or a cabin that at one point was there and then has since mostly been removed. I found 2 knives. I found like a kitchen knife and another smaller kitchen knife. I got a paring knife now, and I have, whatever, washed them up. They work great. So it's just a little easier to cut up my tomatoes instead of using my butter knife. And I found another fork and several spoons since my time here. So Colette, if you're wondering, that is why I don't That's why I pack light, because if I want it, I can always find more. The weather today is again amazing. A little windy, not too bad, but like that's just because you can hear it. As far as experiencing it as a person, it's not too bad. Actually, it's pretty broken up wind. It's still in the forest. You get it on some of the corners and stuff, but nothing like where any of you are. Also, this is for Briar. You'll be excited to know Sweetie started to upgrade and level up on the fishing equipment. Got a lure, got line. I actually got an ice fishing rod, just because it's more compact, and they didn't have a telescoping one, which would be my preference for backpacking and such. So we're just putting on hold the purchase of a new reel for that longer green rod and cork handle one that Ames and Briar, you'd remember I have. That's still going to be done, but it's just a little bit more money than I wanted to spend yesterday to get set up. So put that off to the side. We got a brand new, I think it's more of a kid's rod or reel, but it's kind of a starter kit rod and reel. It was on sale. And I got fishing line and a lure. I think all that in was like $35 because, you know, where we were shopping. And then Canadian Tire got the leader. And then today we'll be getting the fishing license and to start to get our hooks wet. And that's just to your request, Briar, of teaching you how to fish. Well, that means I need to start practicing it myself. I think that's just about it for everyone. One of the exciting things today is 1 o'clock as Flin Flon and area closes out Culture Days, kind of the last event for this year, is a dance down Main Street. That's at 1 o'clock. We meet at the Clock at the Cult Pioneer Corner. I'd like to change the name maybe to like Treaty Corner, because Pioneer's kind of cutting out half or even 3/4 of the population here. So I'll make a note of that. But anyways, we're meeting at that location. Gonna have a little chat, they say, and just kind of get everyone on the same page, doing a little dance class, just get everyone loosened up. And then for about an hour, we get to just dance down Main Street. That ends at 2 o'clock. I think that's about everything for you folks. A little Badgey morning moment. And we'll end it there. Until next time. Love you all. Take care.